Are you feeling tight, a little inflexible? Do you need to stretch out after a workout? This is the perfect little 10-minute routine for you. I recommend you do this in bare feet so we can stretch out the feet, and all you need is a mat. So let's go get started. All right, starting in a cross-legged position, nice and tall with the spine, hands resting on the thighs. Just get a couple of breaths in, get ourselves centered into the moment before we begin. Close your eyes if you'd like. Deep breath into the belly, filling into the abdomen, into your back. Exhale through the mouth. Good. Find a breathing rhythm that works for you. Being aware when you're doing that inhalation, though, that you're not lifting the shoulders to the ears. And one more deep breath in. And exhale. Taking your left leg, bring it out. Inhale, the arms straight up. Exhale, side bend with that hand running down the inside of the body as we stretch into the side body, into the hamstring on this leg. See if you can open up that shoulder. Take a gaze at the inside of the elbow. Take that hand right beside the hip. Now push the hips up. Sweep this arm straight up and over the ear now, extending through the other leg and hip. The hand that's on the mat, just under the shoulder. Gaze is now behind you. Let's lower down and do that one more time. Here we go. Inhale, the arm straight up. Exhale. Side bend. Can we open up that shoulder a bit more? Place that arm more above the head than in front. Now slide that hand as much as it feels comfortable towards your ankle. 2 more breaths. Sweep the arm down right beside the hip, fingertips pointed away. I'll press the hips up, reach up, look up and back. Bring it down. Other leg. Inhale, the other arm straight up. Exhale, side bend while that hand travels towards the inside of the ankle. Now we open the chest up, bring that arm right over that ear. Maybe our gaze is up if your neck allows it. Two more breaths. Bring the hand down, press the hips up, reach up and over. Really squeeze through that top glute, that leg that's straight. Get that stretch into the hip flexor. And then all down. The arm, the hip, the leg. Release. Inhale the arm up. One more time. Exhale. Bring the hand down, fingertips pointed away. Reach this top arm up and over. Squeeze the glutes a bit, almost extending the spine back, creating more of a stretch in the hip. And release. Bring the legs wide, feet are active, back and knees pressing to the wall or pressing to the ground. Hands can come behind you to press forward for that inner thigh stretch. If you're able to keep a neutral spine, feel free to walk the hands forward, going as far forward as it feels comfortable. I'm pretty tight here, so I'm going to keep my hands back here. I just want you to be aware of your spine. We want the stretch to come through here, not rounding the back to try to get the stretch. And 2 more breaths. And release. Come on to all fours. Slide those hands just ahead of the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, knees apart. Drive the hips up for downward dog. Now with this, we are trying to bring the heels to the ground. You could be like me and nowhere near the ground. But we're pushing the hips up. Ears are beside the biceps. We're screwing the elbows in towards the mat slightly, feet are in a straight line, and then pressing those hips back, feeling that stretch all down the back of the body. And now let's add some movement. Pedal your feet, and this is where you may be able to actually get a heel down to the ground as we pedal. A couple more times. And then float yourself into high plank, drop down on the knees and lower down. Let's come into Sphinx, elbows under shoulders, let the hips drop, extending the spine, stretching the abs, and look over your left shoulder, back to center, over the right. Now, if this is too much pinching in your low back, what you can do is tighten up the glutes. That may help. If that doesn't help, walk the elbows forward then, so you're creating less extension of the spine. But you really want to think about dropping those hips to the mat. Good. One more time over each shoulder, getting into the neck. And then to center, let's do nods now. Chin to chest and look up. Chin to chest and look up. 2 more times. Last one. Gaze is neutral. Lower down. Arms lined up with your body, palms down. Lift the left leg, bend the left knee, roll onto that right shoulder while we slide the left hand to push ourselves back. Now I have my right foot on the ground and I'm opening up, getting a stretch in the chest, and then rolling onto that right arm, getting a stretch into the pec and front shoulder. 2 more breaths. Roll back to start. Line the left arm up. Lift that right leg up. Slide the right arm in and roll onto that left arm. Once again, we're aiming to get that right foot on the ground if we can. And then use that right hand to press into the ground to roll back onto this left arm some more. We quite often are really tight in the front part of our bodies just due to the nature of what we do every day. This is a great way to stretch out that area. Back to center. Push yourself back into a wide knee, child's pose. Big toes together. Walk the hands forward, forehead to the mat if you can. And we're trying to just sit right back, but we're also trying to walk the hands forward to stretch through the lats. And then let the chest drop to get some thoracic, that mid-back extension. Two more breaths. Coming onto your back. Knees bent, feet apart. Extend your left leg up, stretching into the hamstring. Now, your hamstring stretch may be a bent knee. That may feel better for you. So play around with it. You don't have to be strict. One thing I do recommend, though, is if the leg is shaking, to let it go. All right, the stretch is too much. Now lift the head up, slide the chin in, back of the neck is long. And then if this feels good, feel free to straighten the other leg on the ground. Now, if your other leg isn't straight, let's do so now, and then bend that left leg, take the right hand, pull it across for some spinal twist. Extend your left arm out, palm up, shoulder height. We're using that left arm to anchor ourselves onto the ground while we drive the inside of that left knee towards the ground to stretch into the glutes and get a twist into the spine. And then if you'd like, get into the neck by turning your gaze to those left fingertips. 2 more breaths. Back to center. Left foot's anchored onto your ground. Right leg is up. Again, play around with it. A bent knee might feel better. Just don't let it shake. Let's just readjust. Make sure we've got that positioning really nice on this leg as well. So lift the head up, tuck the chin in, hold here. Maybe you're closing your eyes and just enjoying these last few seconds of the stretch session. Feeling good in your skin, the sensations, the stretch. If this feels good, straighten your other leg. Now, if you haven't already, let's straighten that left leg, bend the right knee, left hand pulls that knee across, anchoring ourselves now with the right arm extended, palm up, shoulder height. Shoulder and arm on the ground. If you can't, keep it on the ground. If you have a pillow or a blanket, something to bring your ground up higher, close by, please grab that. It really will help. And then if you want to get into the neck, turn your gaze looking at the right fingertips. Just try to release all muscle tension. Do a little scan wherever you're holding it. See if you can breathe into that space, that area. And back to center, knees to chest. Maybe rock them side to side, a little bit of movement here. And then onto your left side. Use your arms to press yourself up, back into that easy seated position where we began. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to reading your comment below and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.